Well, happy beginning of the week. There is a lot I could talk about today. A lot. I have a lot going on in my mind. It's been a truly reflective past couple of months. But what I really want to do today is to offer you some encouragement about not living in fear and overcoming fear. Right now, as I'm doing this reel, I hear the jets, the F 18 fighter jets at Oceana Naval Air Station. I hear them flying around. And we know that there is war escalating by the day in the Middle East, now involving multiple countries. And as the mother of a soldier, I am grateful that he is stateside. I am praying truly praying for the men and women in our armed services who are over in the Middle East right now, those who have lost their lives, the families, the survivors. Please don't give lip service to praying for our troops. Please, truly, from the bottom of your heart, pray for them and pray for their families, because I know what it's like to have a son that has served multiple deployments, dodged bullets, dodged bombs, been in massive explosions. It's not a nice place to be. I can tell you that. But I'm digressing. We can lean into a spirit of a fear of what is going to happen. Are there sleeper cells here in this country, which I'm sure there are? How's that going to play out? What is this going to do to our retirement savings that so many of us have diligently put money toward? What is going to happen to gas prices? What's going to happen? And we don't know. But this is what I do know. We can't live in a spirit of fear. And in this reflection that I've had even on my own life in the last couple of months, I've thought a lot about my late husband and how he never backed down from whatever he was facing, especially after he lost his leg in that head-on collision. That man tackled fear head-on. He inspired me so much, and I am grateful that I had him as my husband for only 9 years, because there are a lot of people that live in fear. There are a lot of people that will not face conflict. And this is what I know. This is what I believe in my faith, is that there is a sovereign God who birthed all of this into creation, everything, millions of years ago. And I do believe he is above all and over all. And for that reason, I'm not going to lean into fear. I've noticed that people in my life, various friends who have no faith, they don't have a Christian faith, Jewish faith, anything, struggle and can lean into places of fear. People that it may even surprise you that they're like that. And I often wonder, is it because they don't have that anchor in life? They don't believe that there is something bigger here? I'm not trying to preach a sermon, but I do believe that when we lean into fear, we are not acknowledging the sovereignty and the power of God. I truly believe that. And so, excuse me, I do not want to live in a place of fear. And I think about friends of mine right now who are on journeys of health issues, potentially terminal diseases, who I don't know what they're really feeling inside, but I can tell you that their actions and their words do not reveal fear. They're encouraging to other people. We're all going to take our last breath at some point, regardless of how that happens. We need to live our lives right now, and we need to live them outside of a realm of fear. Now, that can be much easier said than done. But I just want you to let that sink in, especially if you share my Christian faith, or perhaps if you're one of my Jewish friends. Think about what is above all this, the unseen realm, and the God that is sovereign and that is in control. It's so easy when things are happening like right now in the world to ask questions. God, why is this happening? It's healthy to question. We don't know the answer. There's nothing we can do about it. But leaning into fear can really affect us mentally, it can affect us physically. So I don't know about you, but I'm not going to live in a place of fear. I'm limiting my news consumption. I am bringing more joy into my life right now through a lot of different things and staying very connected to my family. That's really important. So, just some encouragement today. You know, when you look at the news, when you see the explosions, when you read about the casualties, when you think about everything that's happening in the world today, or maybe even something in your own personal life that causes you fear, try to move away from that. Seek support. Be intentional about being in community and connecting with friends that you respect who are sources of wisdom, sources of encouragement, sources of spiritual guidance. So that's my message today. Do not fear. Think about it. Take a deep breath. It's all going to be okay. It will all be okay. Have a great day.